Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today I will be discussing how I make an average of $700 a month as a university student. I'll try to include some of my best suggestions, maybe tips or tricks to trying these methods out, so if you are interested, I'll give you a head start. But without wasting any more time, let's just get right into it. Alright, the first method I want to talk about is YouTube ad revenue. Now, after surprisingly not uploading for 7 months on my other channel, I've made a total of $29.81. To be fair, this number is a lot higher compared to some of the other months since it is Christmas time and that ad revenue is booming.
You guys smell that? That's the smell of being rich.
But YouTube is a great way to make passive income. You can see after 7 months, I'm still making a little bit of money off my videos, which is great. Now, there are millions of videos already on how to grow a YouTube channel, so I'll just give you 2 suggestions if you are interested in doing so. The first one would be ranking in small search results, since you'll be able to slowly gain traction through those search results and hopefully build up viewership to get more subscribers. And my second tip is just making sure that the thumbnails and titles are as pristine as the video, since most of the time people are going to be seeing that first, and that's going to be their decision whether to click on it or not. Next up, we got crypto interest platforms. Through using different interest platforms for my Bitcoin and Ethereum, I was able to earn $49.87. Now, to break that down even further, I'll tell you how much I made on each platform. So for PancakeSwap, I've made $15. Coinbase, I've made $12. Celsius, I've made $5. From Ledn, I made a total of $7.87. And from ShakePay, I've made $10. So in total, that is $49.87, which is a good chunk of change. Now, I just want to be clear that cryptocurrency is very volatile. I didn't even include my own crypto profits because it is jumping up and down every single day.
And now the mark. Oh! It went to zero! Yeah!
If you do want to use interest platforms for your cryptocurrencies, there's 2 websites I use from a Canadian perspective. The first platform is Ledn, and that earns you 6.25% on your Bitcoin, and that is compounding each month. And the second platform that you guys can use is called Celsius, and it earns you 6.2%, and there's actually compounding weekly, so that happens every single Monday. Now, my main suggestion would be diversifying where you put your crypto. Putting all your eggs into one basket isn't the best idea because that platform could eventually fail, and then you end up losing all of your crypto. Now, the third method I use is a little bit boring, and that's traditional investing. Currently, I'm only holding 3 stocks. So the first one is the S&P 500, which is basically just the top performing 500 companies in the US. I have the VUN, which is the total US market. And then I have XIU, which is the top 60 performing companies in Canada. From putting all of those stocks together with the dividends, I've made an average of $62 in the previous month. Now, if you are going to take one thing away from this video, is just try to invest as early as possible. Even if it's like $5 each month, it's important to start early so you can start compounding that interest for later on. Next up, we do have my personal favorite, and that is going to be reselling items. To me, it's just an awesome way to make a little bit of extra cash without doing too much work. Currently, I've niched my way down to just selling Nintendo Switch products, so that's either Switches, the games, or accessories. And from the past month, I've sold 2 Switches and a couple of games for $217 profit. This is probably one of the easier methods to get started on because you can just choose something that you have interest in and you have knowledge about. We're talking about bikes, workout equipment, electronics, or even furniture sometimes. And then you just have to figure out how much they're selling for on apps like Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, Craigslist, or some other platforms that I have no idea about. And then you just want to undercut those people by a little bit, depending on what the item is. It could be $50, $100, $20. Just make sure you are giving yourself enough wiggle room so you are able to resell it for a profit. Now, the 5th and final way I use to make money is NFTs. So I've made about $700 in the past month, specifically in the app called Vivi. To be clear, this app doesn't have a cash out method yet, so let's just cut that $700 down to $350, so it's kind of a more realistic number if I do want to sell those items. Now, this is by far one of the riskiest methods to gain profit because the app could just completely go offline and I lose all my NFTs, but that's a risk I am willing to take. Now, I still do keep a level head with these investments. I only put money in that I was willing to lose, and once a cash out method comes through, I will take out my initial investment and then just play with the rest of the profits. So from YouTube, cryptocurrency, traditional investing, reselling items, and NFTs, I was able to make $700 a month as a university student.